Let's ask a terrifying question. What could possibly be worse than a Titan war? Picture this. The world is quiet, too quiet. After the monster-pounding chaos in Hong Kong, Godzilla slipped back into the ocean, and we all thought we could finally breathe. But what if, in the crushing dark of the abyss, something was waiting for it? Something ancient, patient, and hungry. So, here's the nightmare scenario. Monarch, doing what it does best, sends a deep-sea probe to check on the big guy. But they don't find a sleeping king. They find his body, and it's become a host for something impossible. A parasitic fungus of monstrous size. It's like a cordyceps from your worst dreams, and it's found the perfect home. We'd have no choice but to watch helplessly as our screens showed this thing. Digging into the dead Titan's flesh, it would wrap its tendrils around his heart and brain until with one horrifying spike of energy, he'd rise again. It's not as Godzilla, but as his puppet. It's a zombie Godzilla, driven by a single, terrifying goal: to consume, to spread, and to end everything. It's an extinction event with a heartbeat, and it's heading for the surface. While this is a fan fiction concept and not part of any official movie, imagine the sheer horror. So what do? Our best weapons would be useless. You'd be throwing jets and missiles against a mountain of rotting, regenerating flesh. It's a simple, terrifying question. How do you kill something that's already dead? Imagine the scene, in a bunker deep underground. The world's leaders and top monarch minds are watching the end of the world on a holographic map. A general, out of options, finally slams his fist on the table. "We can't stop it," he'd say. "There's only one thing that ever stood up to him, that ever made him bleed." All eyes would turn to a screen showing a familiar silhouette. We have no other choice. We have to find Kang. Meanwhile, Kang is chilling in Hollow Earth, king of his domain, totally unaware that the world above is being eaten by a zombie plague. The war is over for him, but desperate humans are about to drag him right back in. The plan: Monarch scientists would have to get creative. They'd cook up a powerful synthetic centismil designed to mimic an Alpha Titan challenger. A threat to his territory so profound, he'd have no choice but to answer. They'd pump that scent into a hollow Earth entrance in Antarctica. Down in his kingdom, Kang would catch a whiff of this phantom enemy. The king, never one to back down from a fight, would answer the call. He'd burst onto the frozen surface, roaring, ready to face a new challenger, with no idea he's about to fight a nightmare. The two titans would meet on some desolate, evacuated coastline, and right away, Kang would know something is horribly wrong. He'd charge in, expecting a real fight. But instead, he's met with the unthinking, unfeeling force of the undead. His punches land with sickening thuds. But the zombie doesn't even flinch. It doesn't roar in pain. It just keeps coming. Zombie Godzilla would swing back. All unnatural, jerky movements, fighting with a rabid intensity Kang has never, ever seen. Battered and confused, Kang would have to fall back. And that's when his primal instincts would kick in. He'd finally see it. The pulsing green fungus isn't just on Godzilla. It is Godzilla. It's the parasite's heart and brain. So, the strategy has to change. No more going head-to-head. Kang would use his smarts, his agility, to dodge the zombie's clumsy, brutal attacks and start tearing off the largest glowing fungal clusters. With every piece he rips away, the zombie spasms, its sickly green energy flickering like a dying bulb. For the final move, Kang would use his greatest weapon, his intelligence. He'd bait the shambling corpse into a ruined city. Then, with a massive roar, he'd rip a skyscraper straight out of the ground and swing it like a club. He wouldn't aim for the head. He'd aim for the giant, pulsating fungal mass on the zombie's chest, the parasite's core. The impact would be catastrophic. Steel and concrete would shred the parasite, severing its link to the host. Green energy would erupt from the wound in a massive, uncontrolled explosion, blowing the zombie titan apart from the inside. Wounded and exhausted, Kang would stand over the smoldering remains of the only rival he ever had. He'd let out a roar that cracks the sky, not just as a victor, but as the one true, undisputed king. But even with the green glow fading, a new question hangs in the air. Kang proved he's the king, but what other horrors could this world-altering fungus create? And what happens when it finds a new host? Let us know in the comments what you think could happen next. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic what ifs.